Welcome to another Odds HQ NHL betting preview video for Tuesday, September the 1st. It's a brand new month and hopefully some brand new money to go with it. Starting here in the NHL in Stanley Cup Playoff action with the New York Islanders and the Philadelphia Flyers. It is must win, do or die, backs against the wall time, whatever phrase you want to use for the Philadelphia Flyers as they trail 3-1 in this series and look to stay alive. The New York Islanders minus 120. Favorites in Game 5. The total is pretty much 5 across the board. To me, the New York Islanders have been the better team for the majority of this series. I'll be flat out serious right now. And if you've been watching this series from start to finish, I have a feeling you might agree with this take and this thought that I have. There have been 4 games obviously played so far in this series. 12 periods of hockey. Well, maybe a little bit more than that if you include the overtime game in Game 2 that Philadelphia won. There have been 12 periods of hockey in this series. I think you could make a legit case that the New York Islanders have won or have been the better team in 10, if not 11, of those 12 periods of hockey. I'm not kidding. I honestly believe they have just been in such control of this series in terms of possessing the puck, having better chances at 5-on-5, offensive zone time, shots, scoring chances. Ultimately, they've had a lot more offense in this series than the Philadelphia Flyers. They've had the edge in all those areas. And, and also defensively, 5-on-5, they've had the edge. At 5-on-5 even strength, the Philadelphia Flyers are having a difficult time just getting sustained time in the offensive zone in this series, let alone getting chances and goals. That's how difficult it's been for the Philadelphia Flyers. So when it's all said and done, I think you have to give the Islanders at least 10 of the 12 periods in this series, that they have won 10 of the 12 periods. They have been better than the Flyers in at least 10 of the 12 periods played in the first 4 games of this series. And, once you get into a series, I find more and more teams aren't lacking the urgency to put the other team away. Again, we saw Monday night. I cashed a ticket here with on the Monday NHL betting preview video with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Yes, they needed overtime to win the game and eliminate the Boston Bruins last night, but the fact remains they got it done. They showed that killer instinct, and the New York Islanders, I think, are going to show it as well. They've played far too well in this series, and even the Philadelphia Flyers losing Game 4 and losing back-to-back games in this series, they couldn't even rely on their 11-0 trend off a loss to get them through Game 4. With the Flyers losing that game, it's actually now the first time they've lost back-to-back games since early January. So that snapped that trend. To me, when you look at the way this series has progressed and transpired, the New York Islanders, they're getting production from their big guns. Their top 6 forwards have been much more impactful in this series than what we've seen from the Philadelphia Flyers. I mean, I don't think there's much argument there in that discussion. You look at the way Matthew Barzal and Jordan Eberle, Anders Lee, Anthony Beauvillier, all of those guys, those top 6 forwards, Brock Nelson, they've all chipped in offensively, and Jean-Gabriel Pageau, another one. Whereas you look at Philadelphia, the good news for them is at least Sean Couturier in a couple games this series has finally scored his first 2 goals of the playoffs. But where's Travis Konechny? Where's Claude Giroux? Where are these guys offensively that had great years for the Philadelphia Flyers? Haven't been able to find them with a telescope in this series at the offensive end of the ice. And that's not good when you're playing against a team that's very disciplined, very structured defensively. We know that's the Barry Trotz way. It's been throughout his entire NHL coaching career, going back to his days in Nashville and then Washington and now here with the Islanders. You've got to work extra harder to generate offense and get your chances. And, I'm not saying they're not working hard enough, but maybe they are, but it's not showing up. So you got to work even harder then if you're Claude Giroux, if you're Travis Konechny, if you're Scott Laughton, if you're some of these guys they rely on. Forget James Van Riemsdyk. I mean, that guy has been in the doghouse for a while, and I don't think he's getting out anytime soon. He's been absolutely done bubkus in this series for the Philadelphia Flyers. So again, they just need their top players to be a whole lot better. Voracek even has been quiet the last few games. Jake Voracek. They need all of these guys to be a whole lot better. And right now, The New York Islanders' top players have been made more of an impact. They've done a better job getting on the score sheet offensively. And I love this blue line for the Islanders. I mean, look, the Flyers have a lot to like moving forward. Ivan Provorov is going to be a great leader on that blue line, but I think they still need to make some tweaks there. And Carter Hart's certainly going to be a great goalie, I think, in this league for a long time. But right now, the Flyers are having trouble matching that Islander blue line. Nick Leddy on the blue line, veteran, won cups with Chicago. Andy Green, a veteran. Adam Pelech, Ryan Pulock's played great. Devon Taves, Scott Mayfield. They don't even have Johnny Boychuk. Well, I think Johnny Boychuk's able to play, but they're being careful with him, and they just like the way their top 6 forwards match up right now. And then Semyon Varlamov in net has been fantastic here in the playoffs. So, to me, in these situations, more and more we're seeing these teams that get up 3-1 in the series. They're finding ways to put an end to the series, and not let teams linger around and try to garner some kind of hope that they can come back in the series. Tampa Bay snuffed out Boston last night. And again, the Islanders, just looking at it and watching this series, they have been far better for extended periods in this series than the Philadelphia Flyers have. And I'm not sure anything changes with the New York Islanders. Let's not forget, they did blow one chance to finish off a team. They lost the first time they had a chance to eliminate a team in the first round against Washington. But again, they took a lot of penalties in that game. Capitals' power play sort of made them pay. But they bounced right back in Game 5 to finish off the Capitals and completely dominated that game. The Philadelphia Flyers right now, A, they don't have the offense right now, and B, they sure don't have the power play that Washington has. So I think New York is set up better, in a better position here to end this series in Game 5 on Tuesday night. So with that in mind, we're going to keep this very simple. The Islanders have been a team that I've just been betting so many times here in the first 2 rounds. We're coming right back with them here in Game 5 to put away the Philadelphia Flyers. I'm going to take the New York Islanders minus 120 against the Philadelphia Flyers. That's going to be my Odds HQ NHL betting preview video best bet for Tuesday, September the 1st. I'm Ian Cameron. Thank you for watching. Reminder to check out odds.com every day for great sports betting content, and as well, make sure you're subscribed and tuned in daily to the Odds HQ YouTube channel for live shows and daily sports betting videos. Have a great Tuesday. Good luck with all of your wagers and enjoy the games. And I'll be back with you tomorrow on Wednesday for another Odds HQ NHL betting preview video.